Bro, it's so over, man. Like, metaphysically over. We are living through the DLC expansion pack of late-stage capitalism where the main quest, survive, has bugged out, and the devs are nowhere to be found. You wake up in 2025 and immediately get jump-scared by your bank account. Your rent went up again, your utilities doubled, your groceries are doing a hostile takeover of your wallet, and your landlord sent a text saying, "Hey, just raising rent $400, smiley face, thanks for understanding." Understanding? Brother, I'm barely conscious. Every day feels like a new episode of How Much Can I Afford to Lose before crying in the frozen food aisle. And then, the audacity, the pure gall, of economists to look at this smoldering hellscape and go, huh, weird, birth rates are down. Yeah, no kidding, retard. People can't even afford lunch, let alone launch a legacy. You want me to bring a child into this economy? Into this reality TV show of a planet? Into this pixelated dystopia where every meal is 3D printed debt and every dream has a QR code attached? Bro, I'm one minor inconvenience away from emotionally respawning. It's so brutal, man. The cost of living isn't a crisis anymore, it's an initiation ritual. The rent is your baptism. The bills are your confirmation. And the landlord? He's God, and he hates you personally. It's wild. Like, back in the day, our grandparents had one income, 2 cars, a home, and a backyard for barbecues. Now, you and your partner both work remote, both have side hustles, both sell feet pics for passive income, and still can't afford a studio apartment with functioning plumbing. They were like, "Don't buy avocado toast, save your money." Brother, I could save every penny I've ever made and still not afford a down payment on a tent. And the dating scene? Don't get me started. The modern dating economy is a simulation within a simulation. Nobody's flirting, they're just trauma dumping in alternating fonts. It's all Tinder, Hinge, and delusion. You match with someone, talk for 3 days, trauma bond over mutual burnout, and then vanish into the void because one of you couldn't afford emotional bandwidth this month. Meanwhile, your phone's like, "Try Hinge Premium to meet more people." No. I'm good. I'll meet my reflection at 3 a.m. again and we'll trauma bond for free. People used to date for love. Now we date for Wi-Fi passwords and shared rent. Romance has been replaced by joint budgeting spreadsheets and Spotify family plans. Nothing says forever like, "Hey, can we split the DoorDash?" And then you see think pieces like, "Why are millennials and Gen Z having babies?" Like, bro, look around. You think we're reproducing when the cost of daycare is higher than the GDP of small nations? You think we're creating life when we can't even afford batteries? Having a child today is like buying a Bugatti made of responsibility and sleeplessness. Every baby is born with a student loan balance and a digital carbon footprint. Congratulations, it's a boy, his social credit score starts at 42. We're the first generation in human history that's both overworked and underpaid while being told we're lazy. The boomers look at us like, "Why don't you just buy a house?" Because, Gerald, your house costs 12 times my yearly income and it comes with a free demon in the basement. And don't even get me started on groceries. You used to go shopping for $50 and come home with a week's worth of food. Now you spend $120 and come home with vibes and disappointment. You can't even buy cereal without taking out a microloan. Milk costs more than gasoline. Butter is the new Bitcoin. And the eggs? The eggs are like luxury NFTs with yolks. You think anyone's reproducing when a gallon of milk is $6? That's not fertility suppression, that's biological austerity. We live in an economy where the only thing reproducing is debt. Credit cards have more babies than humans do. You swipe your card, it moans, and 9 months later your balance has tripled. It's so over, man. And what's the government doing about it? Oh, they're posting propaganda like, start a family, have children, strengthen the nation. Oh yeah? On whose budget, bro? You want me to raise a child in an economy where you need a PhD to afford lettuce? Where family planning means deciding between dental work or diapers? No wonder people are dropping out of society like it's an MMO with bad patch notes. The modern dream is to become a digital monk, live off caffeine, cope through memes, and post nihilism disguised as humor until your body forgets how to feel. We don't even cope anymore. We meta-cope. We cope ironically. We turn despair into content. We say it's so over with 18 layers of irony, pretending it's a joke when it's actually a cry for help dressed in vaporwave fonts. We have entire subcultures built around spiritual collapse. Doom posting. Wojak theory. Terminal irony. Digital solipsism. We're not a generation, we're a vibe. A collective hallucination powered by overstimulation and caffeine withdrawal. And every influencer's like, just grind harder, bro, money's out there, you just have to hustle. Oh yeah? I've been hustling since the womb. I've been hustling through depression, inflation, and existential decay. I've got 7 side gigs and I still can't afford to dream. It's not hustle culture. It's wage necromancy. We're resurrecting our bodies every morning for another shift at the end of history. But hey, maybe it's fine. Maybe we were never meant to reproduce. Maybe humanity peaked at dial-up and should have stopped there. Because what's the point of bringing a kid into the circus? So they can inherit your debt and your DoorDash subscription? So they can grow up in a metaverse where reality is a paywall and trees are NFTs? Maybe the best thing we can do for the planet is to collectively opt out. Just stop reproducing. Let the corporations have their own children, they already act like people anyway. We'll just fade into the digital ether, posting memes into oblivion, whispering our final words into the timeline. It's so over. It's so brutal. It's so based. It's so doomed. And maybe that's the legacy, not families, not children, not white picket fences, but memes. We'll be the first civilization in history to end not with a bang, not with a war, but with a JPEG of a Wojak staring at a sunset captioned, "It's all so tiresome." Because let's be real, it's not that we stopped caring. It's that caring has become a luxury. Hope costs extra. Love is out of stock. Meaning has been discontinued. And yet, somehow, we're still here. Still scrolling. Still laughing through the absurdity. Still turning the end of civilization into content for the algorithm. That's the real immortality. That's the final evolution of the human species. We no longer reproduce biologically, we reproduce mimetically. And so the world ends not with children's laughter, but with the quiet hum of Wi-Fi. And a final post echoing into the void. It's so over, man. It's so brutal, man. We really lived, though, ironically.